Hello everybody, Ron here with Solo Operative Games. Today we are at the table back playing Merchant's Cove. Today we are going to use the Chronomancer, so I will quickly tell you how to play him, and then we're going to talk about what's different about the main game that we're going to play today against the Peddler, and then we'll go ahead and do a full playthrough. So the Chronomancer, how we set him up. You have two characters for the Chronomancer. You've got the Chronomancer himself and his assistant. So they start on the left side of the board here. The assistant in the top space, the Chronomancer in the bottom space. And then you've got all these time tiles that form portals where there are action spaces. So you take the two that have the little finish line icon on them, which is apparently the start line, and you mix them up. So I'll just stick them under the table here, mix them up, and put them in the top two spaces there. Okay, then you take the other 8 white side up, and you just mix them up. Oops, there we go. Mix them up and put them in the bottom 2 spaces. I don't know why I can't hold on to cards and tiles, but so we'll take these 2. All right, and you can see that it's going to form 6 portal spaces that we can go to on our rondelle here that we go around. It also affects what action we do and how much it costs, which is really interesting part of the Chronomancer. The other 6 tiles we're just going to flip to the blue side and just put below the board. Let's see if we can get all 6 of them lined up like that. And that is our time stream. Ooh. Okay. So that you also take these 4 time icons and put them across the top, 1 in each space, and we're ready to go. So how does he play? On our turn, we can move either of the characters, but only one of them. And we have to go clockwise. And the special rules for each one is the assistant can never, he can go as far as he wants, but he has to stop in the time machine once he gets there. And he can only go in his space. So he could go stop here, and then stop here, or he could go all the way to the time machine in 1 turn if he wants to. But he can never leave the time machine unless the Chronomancer is with him. So once he gets over here, he's stuck there, okay? The Chronomancer's rules is he can never pass the assistant. So if the assistant's here, the Chronomancer's stuck, I would have to move the assistant. Then I move the Chronomancer, then the assistant, the Chronomancer, whatever. So that's the special rules. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. This is one of the more complicated ones. But yeah, so the assistant has to stop in the time machine, and he can never leave the time machine unless the Chronomancer is with him. The Chronomancer can never pass the assistant. Okay. So it's going to create an interesting little thing where we'll go across the top, we'll stop in the time machine, go across the bottom, stop in the left time machine, okay? So that's not too hard to get. Now, the different action spaces. The ones that the time machine spot for the assistant gives you 2 of these time icons. Well, that will unlock 2 sponsorships and give you 2 time tokens. I can use these to pay for actions instead of the clock. So if I get to something that takes 2 time, I could give 2 of these and would take no time. I can always just hold these. And if by holding them, I unlock the sponsorship icons for scoring. So spending these, I'm actually going to cover those back up, which is kind of nice. So you're like, okay, I think yellow is going to be really good, so I'll take this one. And it turns out blue gets a ton of meeples. You're like, oh crap, I'll put this one back, and then next time I'll grab the blue and the green. You know, so you kind of have the ability to change your sponsorship, your allegiances, which is an interesting aspect. So that's what the assistant does when he goes the other side, is get your sponsorships unlocked and gives you those time tokens. That costs him 2 time though, so you're kind of using the time to spend it later. You can just spend it immediately and make his action take no turns. All right, the Chronomancer's action when he's in the time machine is to change his spaces. So if he comes over here, you can see that says change the number 2 slot, which is here. So I would pick any of the 6 ones in the time stream. So let's say we're over here, and next time I go around, I would like to get big red goods, right? So I would put that in here on the top, kick this bottom one out. This one flips over, and now it's available in the time stream, okay? And then this one, the blue ones have a bit better actions and better time costs. You know, they have less corruption, less time. So you want to try and replace them all with blue if you can, and you will eventually. But yeah, so you flip them over, and now this is a blue one. Okay. So the same thing would happen when he got to the left side time machine is they would come back here and he'd insert one on the left side and this one would come out. So you can see that when you slide those out, the action that I'm affecting on the left is going to happen immediately because I'm putting something right in here. But on the one when you're on the right, you put it over here and that's not going to come back up until you go all the way around. So you have to have a lot of planning with the Chronomancer, and I think that makes his difficulty a tad bit higher than the ones we've been playing so far, just because you do have to plan ahead quite a bit. Okay, then on his action board, the portal spaces, he's got the normal things, but he doesn't like have to craft goods. He just gets them. He warps through time and steals them out of the time stream or something. I don't know. So there's ones like gain a red or a blue good, yellow or red or green, blue or yellow. Take large goods. Some of them are take a small good or score your points for your sponsorship or for what's in the guild halls. And then there's two over here. Here's where you recruit townsfolk. This means you can only recruit once a round. Well, I mean, I guess your assistant could recruit, then go over here, then your Chronomancer could recruit. So you can recruit twice. It's just you have to get at that spot. You can't just go anytime you want. If you miss it, you got to go all the way around. And then right here is your action to activate. Now to start off, we're looking at 2 time plus a corruption to recruit a card. And that ignores the slots here. So I am always paying, at the beginning of the game at least, max cost for a townsperson. Once I've replaced this with a blue card, I can look for something that costs less, maybe just like 1 time or whatever, and then it'll be a little bit easier to get townspeople. I don't think the Chronomancer has a high reliability on townsfolk like the blacksmith did, so it's not as important to fill our workforce up as fast as possible. And that's about it for the Chronomancer. There's a lot of just planning ahead, knowing when to spend your time icons so that you can manipulate turn order is basically the point of that thing. It's a big deal in multiplayer games because you really want to time when you're loading the boats. Against the peddler, I'm not sure it's going to be a huge determining factor of who wins based on when I spend those. All right, let's look at his staff board. It's quite interesting. He always has the remove corruption, but his other ones are all about trading goods for other goods. So his first one says, trade a small good for another small good of a different color. So you get a yellow good and you're like, wait, there's tons of green meeples on there. I'll switch it for green. All right. His middle one says take a small good and exchange it for a large good of the same color. So you have a green small, you can change it for a green large. All right. The third one says take a large good and change it for 2 small goods of the same color. So a blue large could become 2 blue small goods. And that's about it. So it's all about manipulating goods, the color and the size. So he's very good at adapting to what's in the market, what's made available. Even if, his time stream is very locked into what he can perform because you can only change it every once in a while. But I don't care. I get a green good here and then I just exchange it for something else, right? So yeah, it's a fun, I really like him. He's much more complex. That's the Chronomancer. Let's talk about the board, and I'm really excited for this, what we're doing. I started thinking, what modules do I want to start adding to the game? Because I do want to start showing new things even as we do a new character. And I'm like, oh, I want to add this, and I want to add this, and this, and it started, and I was like, everything was in. I'm like, okay, we can't do that. We need to spread it across the next few episodes. And what I ended up doing is going into the solo scenario book. And as I showed you this in the unboxing, there are 12 scenarios, 3 of them being a campaign where you can customize the game, and it basically tells you what to do. So we're going to start with one called the Pox Inferna. Let me read this flavor text on here. It says, there's a ravenous sickness afflicting the Cove. I believe Patient Zero is a faction leader who's returned after consorting with a demon. The sooner we can isolate and study the victims, the faster I can concoct an inoculation against this particular strain of demon pox. And this was written by Pius Pelly, CMDV Chief Magical Disease Specialist. Okay, so I thought that one might be appropriate with the times that we've been in the last year and a half. So let's do Pox Inferna. Setup. Well, you use the Grey Walker's Rogue. So this is one, not of the standard 3, but it came in the extra stuff here. So this rogue, you can put them in the boats during setup phase. Normally you would put 5 in the bag and 3 in the lair, but the Pox Inferna has special rules for that, so we'll ignore those. And this has, anytime you draw a rogue, you're going to put it in a boat with another rogue if possible. If that's not possible, you can put it anywhere you want. So that's going to affect the peddler when he places meeples. He'll only look for other rogue boats if they're out when he's placing a rogue. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That on its own is not a huge deal. It just makes multiple boats kind of worthless if you draw a lot of rogues. But with this scenario, it's going to become much more interesting. And I think that's where this game shines. I'm seeing a lot of reviews where people say it's too similar or simple, it's too boring, you know, whatever. I think as a solo game with these scenarios, it's really exciting because the game is completely different. It's not just changing a little thing, but it is changing a little thing, but it changes your strategy dramatically. So we'll see. Let's go there. So the other special instructions, we're going to start with no rogues in the lair and 7 in the bag. We're going to use the locals, which we've already seen. These are the ones that remove corruption. But we're going to add the officials to our Townsfolk cards. The officials are all about activating your staff. So there's only really 2 actions. One of the cheaper ones are activate 1 staff ability. And the more, I guess, the corrupted ones are activate all of your staff. And you don't have to have staff in that slot to activate them. So this could be my first hire, and I would do all 4 of these if I wanted to, right? So that's pretty cool. So I'll shuffle those up in a minute. Now, the other thing we do is we're going to set up the faction halls as normal, which means put 1 in one of each color here. Okay, just happen to draw 3. Can we find a blue? There we go. We are going to take the faction leaders, and I saw these came in the unboxing, and I had no idea what they were for, but they're used in the scenario and a couple others, as well as kind of a secret player character that's in the secret stash box. So we're going to take one of these at random, so let's shuffle them up. And this is going to be the type adventures. All of them are infected. We're playing a little bit of Pandemic, apparently, in Merchant's Cove this round. So I'll let you guys see them, but I'm not looking. It's going to be this one. Did I just pick a black? The colors on them are not the greatest. Well, here's yellow, green, and blue, so we'll assume this is red. So, oh yeah, he matches, look. Warriors. All right, warriors are infected. So we take this faction leader, and we put him on the rogue card. So they are infected. And then we're going to get the Halls of Plenty card, and this rewards you for having icons of a certain type. You get 2 additional icons if you have the most. If it's a tie, you each get 1, so this one is going to just go right here. And that means we're just going to collect a lot of red icons this game. Okay. Now here's the special rules. During the production phase, all rogues and customers matching the faction leader, so all the gray meeples and the red meeples, are considered infected. All infected adventures are considered to be rogues. So that means when we draw a red out of the bag, it's considered a rogue, which means it has to go in a boat with rogues, meaning gray or red meeples, okay? So that's going to really affect how we place things out here is, you know, we cannot sell to red and gray meeples at all, right? They're infected. They're not going to go shopping. So yeah, so that affects here. When we draw reds, we have to put them with other reds or rogues or other grays, okay? Now, if the peddler ever produces a red good, he is immediately going to sell it. Instead of, you know, putting it on his thing, he's just going to sell it for its base price plus 1 gold for every red meeple in the adventure hall. So these are kind of like the saved people. They've been cured, so they go and they're like, we love your red goods, we'll pay you some money. All right, that's called the price gouging peddler. All right, there is a loss condition. We can actually lose this condition, and it's taken right out of Pandemic. If we ever have to draw an adventure from the bag and there's none in there, we lose. I don't think that'll happen, but I like the homage to Pandemic, right? Pandemic says if you ever run out of cards and you need to draw a card, you lose. So it's very similar there. Okay. Market phase. Once all the boats have come in and we go to the market phase, we're going to take all of the warriors and rogues and move them into the lair. So therefore we cannot sell to them. Okay, that's really easy. Now, how do I cure them? I cure them with red goods. What else? So if I have a red good, I can remove 3 warriors, because they're the infected, from the lair. Up to 3, I guess. 2 of them go back in the bag. 1 of them goes in the faction hall. So we can get additional cured people. All right. If we give a large red good, I can take 4 warriors out of there and put them back or 3 in the bag, 1 in the guild hall. Okay. Now, in final scoring, if there are 2 or more warriors left in the lair, we lose. Okay, wonderful. And corruption icons are worth -3 gold for both you and the peddler, regardless of the number of adventures in the lair. So corruptions are -3, meaning they're about average. They're not too punishing. It doesn't matter if we have all the rogues here, and yeah, we just ignore that. So -3 gold for all corruption. And special recognition, we get the Halls of Plenty for the Warrior Guild if you have the most red icons. That's it. So hopefully we remember all those rules, and we can figure it out. So give me 1 sec to shuffle everything and get it all set up, and we'll get going. Okay, we are good to go. So let's go right into arrival phase. Let's go ahead and put our first townspeople in here. Oh, there we go. We've got one that'll activate all of my things right off. I don't have goods, so it's not very great right away. I don't have corruption, but that's okay. We've already got some infected boats here. So if I draw any warriors or rogues, they're going to go in that boat, and I've got to sail them in really quick. So that's another thing bad about this is, oops, I should have been there. Those boats will fill up faster, right? Because reds have to go with reds. Yuck. I really want that boat to come in. What? Oh my gosh, look at all these warriors. They're all infected. It's an outbreak. It's a pandemic. Okay, whew, a boat with nobody on there. I'm glad it doesn't spread. You know, if it spread and that guy became infected, and oh, that'd be bad. Okay, we need to give the peddler his 4 starting meeples. Oh, he's going heavy into bards. Okay. The designer of the game clarified something at the end of the production phase. Let's say we're like here, right? I was doing it, the person further back would move up and go first, but it's actually the person in first is moved back and they go first. So going first is seen as a disadvantage by the designer, which I can agree with. You have less information on what boats are coming in. And so, yeah, so if you take a lot of extra time on the previous round, you have to go first in the next round. So we've been doing that wrong. It's not written very well in the rules, and I think they're going to issue an errata or correct it in version 2 of the rulebook. Okay, are we good to go? I think we're good to go. Let's start this up. Peddler, what are you doing? Looks like he is getting some large reds. No, he's not. 0 times. He's going to spend 1 time to do so. Congratulations, Peddler. My turn. So I have to move the assistant because the Chronomancer cannot move in front of him. And my choices here, I can either get a red or green, a yellow or blue, get a Townsfolk, or just go right in the time machine. I think we might as well just get as many goods as we can at the beginning. Let's just load up on goods. So let's go here, a red or green. I don't need red yet for curing them, so let's grab a green good, small green. That'll work well with this boat as well. And that cost me 2 time to do it. So 1, 2. Okay, over to the peddler. He is going to get 2 yellow and 2 green small goods. And apparently the blacksmith has entrusted his goods to the peddler again. All right. I'm going to still keep laying them down just to make it a little bit more visible on camera. All right, so from going to 0 red goods, he's now got 4 goods. 2 time for that. 1, 2. And he's going to load boats. Here we might see our first walker. Yeah, so this has to go in a boat with a red or a gray, which he has a pretty good setting there. And he's going to go left side closest to the middle. And yes, that does have a red, so it's fine for him to put that there. Okay, that goes back to us. I have to move the assistant again, and let's go here. And I'm looking at blue or yellow. I think blue is the better of the two. I just promised I was going to lay them over, and then I didn't. The blue actually is hard to see, probably because it blends in. But so we took a blue good for 2 time here. 1, 2. And load the boats with that. Oh, I did that completely wrong. Hold on. Put that gray back. He's supposed to grab meeples from here. So he looks for a green. He has a green. Okay. And it was right side or left side inside. Okay. Crisis averted. We didn't break the rules. We only broke them for a second. Okay. Here we go. I got a green. I got a bard as well. I am looking really... Oh, he's got small green goods too. Oh, do I send him to the black market? Because maybe he'll sell all his goods for cheap here, and I could come to the black market. Oh, that might be good. Okay, we'll work on that. And that's my whole turn. So back to the peddler. He's going to score the red guild hall twice. That would be 2 4 points, because remember he gets 2 gold for every time he scores 1 meeple. So 4 points for him. 4 to nothing. Okay, 2 time. 1, 2. Load the boats. Another green meeple comes out. Let's going left side inside. Okay. So he was able to put quite a few green meeples here. He did load an infected person there. And it goes back over to us. Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and jump the Chronomancer to the end. I'm going to take the 2 time tokens, but I'm immediately going to spend them so that this action costs no time. Then I'm going to take him and run him to the first thing, and I'm going to get another green small just in case this does get really high. I can compete up with it, or match up with his green smalls. I'm still hoping to send this here with 4 greens if possible, but even 3 will be fine. Okay. That cost me 2 time. 1, 2. I load the boats. Let's get a bard. Let's get a bard. Ah, it's a rogue. Okay. So this has to go in either boat 1, 4, or 5. I do not have any large goods, so I don't mind sending it here. I don't think I'm going to make any large goods unless I use... Oh, that's interesting. I could bump this up to that, but yeah, let's just put him here. We're gonna just have a super bad boat of infected people. Okay, back over to the peddler. He's now going to score the green guild hall, the bards, once. So that's 2 points for him. And 2 time for that. He will load the boats. Another green meeple. This one is going to the right side inside boat, or closest to the middle, so that one. Which is probably bad, because that means he's probably going to sell this one here and get 3 as well. So, maybe I just... I don't know. That kind of sucks. I'm thinking I might just sell this one in here and we both get 5 and it just kind of is a wash. But yeah. Okay. Back to me. I've got this guy here. I can either get a yellow-blue or a townsperson or move out something. Let's see. What do I want to set up for next round? We're going to have a lot of red people sick, right? So getting a large red good is probably a good idea to help cure them. So I could slide this guy in here. It would make this one really cheap and getting a Townsfolk a lot cheaper as well. Then it would move the yellow-blue down. Okay, so maybe I want another... Yellow-blue doesn't seem like it's going to be worth very much right now. There's only one yellow here. There's one blue here that could sell in there. So I don't think this is very valuable. Is there any one I want to run here? Running all of my things. So switching something's color. I like having green. I mean, I could switch this blue to a green, and then I have 3 of them. That's pretty decent. Upgrade something to a large. Not the best deal. Yeah, so I don't think that one is very great. This one is not too bad. They're all yellow symbols, which is just... I'm looking for red symbols. So I'm thinking maybe I just go all the way across and do that. Okay, and we're going to load the large red good in here. So this one comes out and flips over. Okay, and that costs me 1 time. I load the boats. And it's a yellow. He has small yellow goods, so I do not want to put this one anywhere that near here. What are his icons? Blue? Let's put this one here then. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, we want... Oh. No, it doesn't matter, because these are all going to come to the den, and any that sail also come into the den, the lair, whatever. So it doesn't matter if the boat comes in or not. It's whether we want these ones to the to their halls or not. No, I'd rather send them in. So, okay, we'll do that. It's my turn again. Back over my board, I can only move the assistant now. And my choices are going to be activate my staff. I have no staff. Do a yellow or blue good, which is, again, not the most wise. So a large green might be good. Maybe save it for next time. Or we just go all the way across. Let's do large green. I don't think we'll be using it this time, but yeah, these goods are not going to be the easiest for you to see. Okay. Take the large green for 2 time here. 1, 2. I load the boats twice, so that's really nice. Okay, it is a yellow. So let's... Ooh, now I want... now I want icons. Or I at least want that yellow disc, because we're going to have a lot of yellow in here. Where do I put the yellow? I can't put it over here, because that would make his yellow goods potentially worth more. So let's put them... Oh, goodness. I think I want them here. So that one's going to sail in. And these are going to go to their hall. Is that what I wanted? Oh well. Okay. So that was the plan, and I still need to do 1 more. And I got a bard, so that's going to be great. He is going to sail right in there. I'm going to get corrupt, but my goods are going to be worth it. Okay. So that is my 2 load the boats actions, and we go over to the peddler. He's getting large yellow goods. I should have looked at that. Oh, well, that was better than selling 2 large yellow in there. So, oops, 1 large yellow good. It costs him only 1 time as well. Oh, that was bad. Okay, and next 1 blue good. For 1 time, load 2, so he's definitely going to load this one. He can only load the right side, so ignore this. He wants closest to the middle, So that will load this one, and that's all of our boats loaded. Okay. So the small blue is worth a little bit. I would be better off changing it for green because look at all this. This is pretty nice. Okay, so I think I'm gonna, oh, and I can't recruit a townsfolk now. I want to recruit a townsfolk to do the activate my staff to change color, and I can't. I passed it. Darn it. I don't think there's enough time to put him there and then all the way over there, so. Oh well. I guess we're selling that as a blue good. So that is his turn done, because he can't load a second boat, so these two go into the lair, I believe. Does it say anything about that? So all rogues, customers, match the faction leader. Moving infected adventurers to the lair. Okay, so yeah, they would come to the lair. Okay, just making sure. I was wondering if there's a way of, like, if they don't come to harbor, they don't get sick or something, but nope, all warriors are infected. That's the end of his, he's still on top, so he gets to actually go again. All right, 2 yellow goods. He only has 1 that he can get because he's got all 3. And that's great because they sell for cheap there. 2 time, 1, 2. Oops, this should have moved down when that happened. 1, 2. Okay, so I only have 1 turn left. This is my final turn. Although I could move here and use time to get a second turn if I wanted. And I think I do because I want another large green good. So I'm gonna move him here, take 2 time tokens, immediately spend them so that this costs nothing. And then I'll move this guy all the way to here, get a large green. Okay, that paid off really nice. That cost me 2 times, so I guess we're gonna stay. I'll go first. Okay. So we go right into the market phase. All of the infected are gonna come down into the lair. I guess they arrived at the dock and custom says, where's your vaccination card? And they could not show it, so they got sent to jail. Okay. And now we have very few people in the dock. So let's go to large goods. Yellow, so he'll sell this one for 8. Makes him at 14. I have no large yellow, so I can't sell there. All right, green here. I was gonna sell for 9 each, and he's got 2, so that's 18. So it's 32, yeah. Okay. Then he's got small yellows will each sell for just 4, so that's another 12. 44. And his small blue will sell for double, so 8. 52. That might be his highest first round opening ever. That was tough. Okay, we'll go over to me. Do I want to sell anything at the small goods? Yes, I'll go ahead and sell this small blue for 8. And then I will sell everything else to the black market. So I will take a corruption, which is fine. I only got 1 icon. That's -3 points for now. My small goods will both sell for quadruple, so that's 12 each, so 24 for those 2. Puts me at 32. And then my large goods will sell for 24 each, so that's 48 points for those 2. That was really, really nice. What did I say? 48? So that'd be 40, 60. No. 40, 80 points. Wow. Okay. Yes. The only problem is we have a lot of people that are infected. We need to get some large red goods to get those out of there. Okay. Guild sponsorships, I have none and he has none, so no points there. That will do it for the market phase. We'll move into cleanup. These will come up to 2 o'clock. That mouse will go over, that back to 12. All these guys are gonna go back in the bag. Oh, I see why this bag might run out faster, is we're putting a lot more meeples, infected meeples. I need to cure them to get them back in the bag. Okay, that's making sense. I'll go ahead and reshuffle the peddler deck. Okay, so what do you guys think of this scenario? Is it different enough? I don't know, but between running a completely new board and having all these extra things to think about, it's kind of warping my mind. But yeah, this is fun. And I think that's what we're going to do from here on. Was we'll select a new player and we'll just move on and use the next scenario and see how it goes. Okay. They do a good job at kind of like introducing each module. So I think the next one introduces the Dragon Island and some other things. So it should be good. Okay, time to load the boats. We've got, oh, there's 2 green guys in there, but I'm not going to be able to make really any green goods this turn unless I use staff actions. That boat's infected. This boat's infected. Okay. Oh my gosh, so many bards. The bay is singing. Okay, that's an infected boat. And that's an infected boat. Okay. So with really no ability to get greens, because this one will be gone when I shift this down, I can get small greens, but I think staff is going to be a lot more important here, so I want to hire one of these guys that can manipulate, but I want to have as many goods as possible when I do that, so I can switch the colors. Okay, I forgot this guy needed to go away. It's fine, he's just a 1 activation. Maybe a red one will come out? Green, okay. Green's no, green and yellow are tied, so it doesn't really matter. Are we done? I think we are, and I had to go first. Yeah. Oh, he needs to draw back up to 4 meeples. There's just so many rules to remember. Okay, he's got an infected meeple on this. I think his whole shop's infected now. Okay, what am I doing? So I only have 1 choice. This guy has to go to the time machine. What do I want to put in there? Probably a large good, because we'll be able to do that. Or I could do the small greens and have more ways to get small greens. And use this action combined with this staff to get more. Oh, it's actually better to take a small green, convert it to a large, and then large back into 2 small greens, and then change the color. I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff going on here. Yeah, I think greens are going to be important because I don't really want to get rid of that large red good. So let's put this here. Slides in there, and that one flips over. Okay. And maybe it's better to rush and get this large green back in there or something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm putting this large green right back in there if I can. So the assistant is going to go take a large red good for 1 time. They're so cheap. They're only 1 time each right now. Ooh. All right, we'll come here. Small green. It worked for us last time. Yeah, small greens are going to be really important. Okay, so I'll do that. Cost me 1 time. Peddler's turn. He's taking large blue. There's those swords. There's stabs. There you go. Okay. 1 time for him, which means he will go again. Take 1 small blue. He takes a corruption finally, and at 1 time loads the boats. He has no blue, so he would next load a rogue, and this red is considered to be a rogue in the rules. So he's looking at the right side closest to the border. Now he would normally put it in this boat, but the rules say he has to put it in an infected boat. So this is the closest infected boat to the middle, so he goes there. That's how I interpret that rule. I think that's correct. And that will be... Why did... Oh, I'm by the boats. Okay. I'm like, why did I put a meeple out there? My turn. So, Do we want to go change? We could get either one of these ladies, or sorry, this one or this one, would allow us to change that small green into a large green and then back into 2 small greens. I would have a corruption, but I would have an icon. Maybe not so useful right now. So let's go ahead and move him to get the large red. That also only costs 1 time. I load the boats. It is a warrior, so it has to go in an infected boat. He's quarantining. Not social distancing, but he is quarantining with other infected people. Hopefully this green guy's wearing a mask. It's pandemic humor, guys. That's all I got. Where do I want to put him? I don't want to put him there because that's going to sail too quickly. So let's put it here. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay. That's my one. So I gotta go again. Let's go ahead and move the guy here. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. Grab 2 time tokens and immediately spend them so I don't have to spend any time. And the Chronomancer will go here for another small green. 1 time for that. Over to the peddler. Oh, he's gonna recruit. It's the first time he's done that this game. He's gonna recruit twice. All right, he's looking at left side border, so that's this one. It's all right, he got a corruption for that. And that refills and immediately gonna take another one. Ooh, he's got the green symbols going on now. Oh, there's some red symbols. That's what we wanna see. Right in time for me to take it. Okay, cool. It costs him 2 time. He needs to draw 4 meeples. Holy wizards, Batman. Okay. And then he needs to place one because, he has less than 2, so actually he would have come up here. Yeah, he was going to go corrupt. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't look at that. Pretend I didn't see it. So he took a corruption and did not load the boats. Okay. Which is fine because that means he's going to be able to get rid of corruption. And that is his turn. Okay. Back to me. Right, yes, I'm behind. I'm going to go ahead and take a large red. So we've got some cures lined up to take some of these guys out. We'll probably only use 1 of them this turn and save the next one because we get to take 4 out. Oh, no, actually, more will come in. So yeah, we're good. We'll probably be able to sell 8 of them. Okay, it's going to hurt our point production quite drastically, but we did get a 20 point, 30 point lead on him to start the game, so that's good. That cost me 1 time. I will... Ooh, this is interesting. No, I want to load the boats. No, I don't. I want to go... Because I got to go again if I go up here. Okay, I'll do that. I'll take a corruption. With a green symbol. Okay. But I got to go again by doing that. I don't want a chance losing this double red here. So I'm taking that guy. As my thing, and I want to do the switch. I think large, no. Yeah, large good into small good is better because having 2 red goods, or 2 small red goods, because they do 3, right? Let's look at that one more time for the curing. So small good does 3, large 4, so it's better to have small goods. So I'll do that activation. But he does allow me to activate something right now, even before I do that. And so I will go ahead and switch 1 red for 2 small reds. Got lots of cures waiting up. Okay. That did cost me 2 times, so 1, 2. I do get to load the boats now. Oh no, wait, 1, 2. There we go. Count correctly. So it is back over to the peddler's turn. Okay, he's scoring the Green Guild Hall twice. So that's 8 points for him. So puts him at 60. Okay, 20 points behind me. And that cost him 2 time to do. He gets to go again. Blue Guild Hall, which is also 4 points times 1, so 64. Okay, he's looking to get large reds, which means they just sell and they're going to sell for 1 plus their base price. Okay, it's not a bad thing. 2 time, 1, 2. He is loading the boats. He's going to load a blue meeple, and he is looking at right side, closest to the edge. Okay. He does not have any green yet, so loading green in here would be pretty decent if I can. Okay. Definitely my turn next. He's way out in front. I will... Oh, I only have one action that I can't do, is come here. So we will slide out this one. Flip that guy over. Now what do I want to put in place? I think the green one again, right? I just want to keep producing green goods. I mean, I don't think I can get back here. I might be able to. If I just go really fast. Let's look. Because this one's hard because it's like I'm almost planning for this time or next time, which I have no idea what's going to happen. But yeah, let's do this green, and we'll just focus on green and red and use this to manipulate what colors we get if that happens. Okay, that cost me 1 time. I get to go again with the assistants. Do I take the other large red? It's 1 time, so might as well. We're just gonna have cures galore. These guys are not gonna ruin us. Or do I just go and take another small green? No, I think because it's 1 time I have to. I just have to get that large red for 1 time. And I don't think I'll ever have to worry about red goods again for the rest of the game, which is good because these 2 are coming out of the game. And yeah, okay. Sounds good. That cost me 1 time, and I'm still, yeah, still behind him. So I go 1 more time. I don't care to activate staff right now with the Chronomancer, so it's this guy again. Do I want to get a small green or just go all the way to here? I could, oh, if I come here, this is going to slide down and I won't be able to do a small green there. So I better do it here. Yes. Okay, so small green. Now I have all 3 of them again. That cost me 2 time. 1, 2. I gotta load the boats. Twice. First one. Come on, bards. Ah, wizard. I don't want to come. Well, I don't really count it. I want to put it in the corrupted one, right? But I only want to get 1 in here. So I think I will put it here, and he will come to here. So if I can keep blues out of the rest of it, he'll have to sell all his goods to the black market for 1. So we'll try that. All right, my second meeple is yellow. Neither of us have that, so I just want to keep it maybe in this boat here. Okay, sorry, yellow. You're in there with a little corrupted or infected rogue. Okay, now I'm way ahead, so it goes back to him. He is taking 1 large red. Now remember, anytime he takes a good that is the infected good, he just sells it immediately for base price plus what's ever in the hall. So 1 plus 6 is 7 points. So that puts him at 71. He's catching up. He is catching up. That costs him 1 time. He loads the boats twice, so he's going to place both the blues in left outer. That's not good. That's not good at all. That sent my greens that I wanted over to the large good side. And just gave him a double large good sell. Okay. That was his double load. He's still behind me though, so he gets to go again. Looks like he's producing small reds this time. Once, so they sell for 3 plus 1 is 4. 75. Okay, and that's 1 time. He's gonna go again. Oh wow, we haven't even finished loading the boat, so we're at the end. Okay. So his last action here is gonna be a yellow. And it's 1 small yellow, which again I think he'll sell at the black market, which is fine. And that costs him 2 times. So 1, 2. It does load the boats twice more though. So he's going to take the yellow one first, and that's going to go on the right side closest to the middle. Clogging my boats. Then he's going to look for yellows or blues. He has none. He has no red or gray, so these greens are going to sit there. And he's going to just draw a random one, and it's a blue. Okay, again, right side, closest to the middle. So that one sails into town, which is good. I wanted these green ones here, but I would have liked to put more there. And that's the end of his turn, or his round, basically. So I'm going to get one more action, unless I Chronomancer, I assist in it. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to flip one, didn't I? No, I've replaced 3. Okay, so they should all be blue still. What do I want to do? I could just go get some time icons. So I score some points. Or some sponsorships. Oh, this should have refilled. I can activate staff to switch 1 large to 2 small, which I couldn't because I don't have 2 small reds available. So that staff's not good. I can't get another large red good. So I can't do either of these. He's the only one that can move, and he has to move here. Okay. So I will definitely take what's going to come into town. Probably... Oh, I know this has already come in. Blue, green, gray. So if I bring this boat in, which I probably will because it's got the green good on it, even though, oh, that helps some of the yellow. Red and blue. So I definitely want a blue sponsorship. And I think a green. Yeah, all right. We'll take those 2. And unless I spend both of them, that's the end of my turn, so that's fine. 1, 2. Okay, that's the end. Oh, so I gotta load the boats twice. I was like, that's the end. No, I gotta load the boats. I just gotta do it once, though. It is a green. Okay, so that's all right. I'll give him an extra small yellow, but it gives me 2. Or do I put it here? If I go here, it makes my green sponsorship worth more. Oh, no, I don't want to give a green sponsorship. He's already got 3, so I do not want to send people there. All right, so that is the call. These ones will come here, here, and here. Okay, and that is the end of the production phase. So we're going to market phase. All infected people come to the lair. This infection. That's all right. I can cure them. I can cure them. It can be done. And we'll go right into the selling phase. So I'm first. Large goods, I have none. His large goods, he has 1 blue. It's worth double, so 16. So it's 91. That's it for large goods. So we'll go into this phase. I have, each of mine is worth 4 times, so that's 12, 24, 36. Not the greatest market phase for me. So 116. There. Yeah, that's everything I can sell. So that was not great. He is going to sell this blue for base price, so 4. Luckily, he didn't have a good market phase either. And this one for double, so 8. So 103. Okay, so I'm still leading. He's definitely caught up a little bit. We're only 12 ahead. Sponsorships, I'm getting green and blue, so that is 7. It's me at 23, 123. He's getting 3 times green, which is 9. Puts him at 112. Okay, going to cleanup phase, I believe. Oh no, I could cure. When do I do the cure? What's the timing on that? You may discard goods matching the color infected faction leader to remove adventurers from the lair. It does not say what phase. Oh, it's in market phase. Okay, so we're still technically in the market phase. I'm going to go ahead and discard 2 small red goods. That gives me 6 meeples cured. Rather than do a large good, because the small ones, they're just beneficial, and I can change large reds into 2 small reds with the card here. So 2 of these go into the hall. They are cured permanently, and the other 4, I'm going to go back out on an adventure, and they just got sick again. Wonderful. There's not a lot of meeples in there, but we are putting quite a few back. Okay. Back on an adventure for you. This is fine. This needs to go up to 3 o'clock. Okay, remove this guy. Send those back over, and we got more yellow symbols. Wow, crazy amounts of yellow symbols for things that are not very good. The green one might be okay. I can remove the corruption card and get 3. This is -6 plus 3. Yeah. Oh, so that's a -3. This is a -3. So both cards are even right at the moment, whereas this has potential to be worth more than that one ever will be. Okay. So we're done with the cleanup phase. Into the arrival phase. Here we go. We got 1 infected warrior on that boat. Got 2 bards coming in there. Maybe I'm going for green again. We got yellow. And another bard. Okay, so only 1 infected boat. That's not good. That one is infected. That's a good boat. And that's a good boat. Whoa, we've got a capsize. Get back in the boat. Okay, there we go. He needs 1 more over here. Cool. And actually, I was just thinking about it. I don't want to make green worth more because he's got so many symbols there, but having this would be nice to counteract his. So I think I will be drawing that one as one of my actions when I get over there. Okay, are we good to go? We are, and it is my turn. Just checking everything. Oh, need to shuffle out Peddler's deck. And yes, now we're good to go. Okay. Wonder if there's ever an event where like goods spoil or something. Like if you don't sell them, they just go away. So I think I play that pretty well, holding on to goods and selling them in later rounds when they're worth more. All right, he's going to try and sell yellow, which is 4 points for him. Times the number of times he does it, but it is my turn, and I can only move the Chronomancer. The assistant is stuck in the time machine. Do I want to activate staff? I don't think so. I do want to do this guy's ability, but I could do it just by getting that guy, right? Activating staff for 2 times just to do this trade-in, I don't think is worth it. So we're going to skip that one. Large red good I cannot get because I already have 2 small. Although, so if I use that to get the small, I get it right back. No, not the best. So let's go ahead and just jump over here, I think. Yep. If I want small greens, I got to do it now because this will slide down and be out of the way. So do I want to stop here and get a small green before we time machine it? There are quite a lot of green boats again. But if I can help it, I want to sell this green to large goods. There's still a lot of greens out there. So yeah, let's come here and get a small green. It's been good to us so far. Let's keep getting these, whatever these are, mine calendars. And we'll call that good. So 2 time for that. Load the boats. It's a blue. Am I going to be getting blue? I could shift a blue in. So maybe, oh, we could get blues here. And maybe get a green, switch it to 2 blues, turn one of those blue into large blue. Or do we go for all small blues? Take this one and switch it in. Yeah, let's do that instead. All right, I'm putting it over there. Final answer. It is back over to the peddler. So he's go our yellow once, so 4 points for him. Okay. That costs him 2 time. He's going to load the boats. He's going to load the infection because he has no goods. And he's going to look for the right side closest to the border. And that is fine because it's infected. And unfortunately, he's going to sell it to the black market. Sell it. There we go. So, if I want to sell blue goods, looks like I'm getting corrupt. And his 2 time he already did, so he gets to go again. 1 big blue good. Okay. And he's getting corrupt. And 1 time. He has less than 3, so he'll go up there and get corrupt again. Do it. And we did that. My turn. Okay. I have only one thing to do, is that is going into the time machine. Now, what do I put up there? The blues are not looking as good anymore because they're over here, and there's only ever going to be 2 of them, and I'm going to take corruption, so it's probably not good. So scoring blue is 4 points, but it does we want to put something cheap. So this one's cheap. This is the only cheap one. Scoring red is not bad. That's 4 points too. But I think I'm tempted I would just skip over it. I'm more concerned about this large green making it cheap. And all of these ones are corrupt in the time. So I guess it's this one just for the cheapness. And this will flip over. Okay. And there's another cheap one to put in there. Oh, I see. Everything that has yellow and blue on it has corruption. Everything that has red and green on it does not. Oh, okay, that's how it works. So it's probably better to just make yellow and red and green goods for cheap, no corruption, and convert them with your staff. I think that's the strategy for Chronomancer. Let's keep going with that and see if that works. Okay, so that's going to take 1 time, unless I want to pay for it. Do I want to get corrupt? Do I want to load the boats? I really want to load the boats right now. But corruption is also not too bad. Let's just go ahead and... It'd be nice to have all 4 symbols. Or be able to pay the yellow ones only. It's like giving up 3 points, basically, to save a time. No, let's just take the 1 time cost for this. And I'll go ahead and skip past him. Loading the boats. Not a lot of meeples in there. We got a yellow, and of course we don't have any way to get yellow. He does not have yellow. He's not doing yellow. So let's put it here, which will encourage green to come to small. Or no, I want green to go to large. So let's put it here. Yes. Okay, whatever. Let's do it. Okay. His turn. He's recruiting. Oh, do I want to pay the time then? No, it's fine. It's fine. Yep, he's recruiting twice. Right side, inner card. So he's taking this one. Give him some yellow symbols. He's taking this one. Dang it, that's the one I wanted. That just made his greens even more. Okay, that was a bad strategy. I should have paid the time. Okay, there's blue. Red. Okay, more red symbols. Made up for it. Because that's what I want, because I can activate it. Oh, I got 2 of these crazy hair dudes. Nice. Okay. That was both his things. He needs to pay 2 time for that. 1, 2. He missed the load the boats, but he does draw 4 meeples. He can only draw 3. And then he loses a corruption for the 4th. Okay. That is his turn. He's in front of me now, so I get to go. So I can take small reds. I don't really care for that. Take a big green, I think, is a good one because it's only 1 time. So I'll do that. And that puts me here. I get to go again. I will go ahead and hire a staff, and we'll take this guy. Now, normally that would cost me 2 in a corruption, but because I changed the time stream, it only cost me 2 time. And I'm going to do the... Do I want to get a big good? Or do I want to switch colors of a small good? I think the switch colors is probably a good action to do. But I do get to activate one just for taking him. I'll activate this and switch this large red into 2 small reds. Am I going to need it? Because this is the 3rd phase. That is 8 meeples right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could handle 3 more coming out, even 4 more coming out and not lose the game. So I think I'm good there. So let's instead... Ooh, I could change to small reds and then switch their color. No, let's just take the big green, because I'm going to get another big green. Let's get 2 small greens out of that. The small greens have been doing really well. Mind calendars, yeah. Okay, that cost me 2 time. Do I want corruption to get more production time? I don't think I need it, because he's going to get a small green for 1. He's going to get here, and that will only cost him 1 because I'm going to pay a yellow. So that's 1, 2, 3. I want to get back to here. That's 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're good. Oh no, 1, 2. No, I need to go up the corruption. 1, 2. Yep. Okay, getting corrupt. It's another just single. Okay. His turn. I'm not sure if I do have enough time, because I wanted to recruit one more guy. It's blue. Well, blue's not too bad. Blue's not too bad. Because I wanted to recruit another guy and then activate all the staff one more time. We'll see if we can pull it off. Okay, back to you. He's going to score the blue hall twice. Ouch. That is 8 times 2 is 16 points. He's taken the lead up to 132. 2 time, he's going to get corrupt to do it because he has less than 3 goods. And he gets to go again. Now he's scoring the green guild hall. I didn't load him with the hard cards. I was contemplating putting the more difficult cards in here, but man, he keeps hitting these 2 times ones. So 6 points for that. Puts him at 38. He does get another corruption, so he's getting very corrupt. Remember, each of those is -3 for him, unless they're a double symbol, and it could be even worse. Actually, no, they'll be canceled out just about every case in 1 time. Okay, so can we do this? Can we pull it off? I definitely want to go here. I get 2 for that. I think I'm going to pay back green and yellow, so that costs nothing. That's like paying 5 points to do that, but it gives how I can do other actions. I want to get another large green. Right? Yes. Okay. Large greens go in there. That's 1 time. I'm going to go again. I want to... Dang it! Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to pay another time if I want to do this. If I want to do what I want to do. Yeah. That's a bummer. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's got to be, right? Because trading 2 blue symbols for 1. Yeah, okay. We'll do it. So I'm going here to recruit. I'm going to take this dude here, which removes a corruption. So we'll get rid of one of these. Okay. And then we will, that would cost us 2 time. I'm going to pay... If I load 2 boats, then he 2 loads, so it might come up. Oh, man. What if I... pay 2, so I can go again, then I'll still only get 1. See, this is why the Chronomancer is a lot harder, because knowing when to use these to manipulate this time total is really hard. Okay, I think it's better if I go 1, 2, then I'll go here and pay 1, and then here, and activate my staff. That's all I'm going to be able to do the rest of the game, though. Okay. But I will get, guaranteed to get that one. How many holes? There's still quite a few holes in the boats. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're just going to take the 2-time cost and not pay any time tokens. Okay, over to loading the boats. I need to draw 2 meeples out of here. I have a blue one. I don't have any blue goods. He has large blue goods. So let's put this one in. Does he have any blue symbols? No. So I want this one to come here, if possible. I don't want it over there. Just put it here. Or maybe here, just to help me load that large green. Just in case, if this is green. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And this is, he's infected. So I've got, I put him here. The odds are he's going to get here, so I put him here. Oh, that's a bummer. Not what I wanted to draw at all. Okay, Peddler's turn. What are you doing? He's recruiting. Oh my goodness. Not good. Oh, good. Recruiting 0 times. Just paying a time. He's going to put this rogue out because he's got no blue goods. The rogue is going in an infected boat, left side closest to the edge, which is here. Dang it. my big green is worthless. I need to change it. Oh, I can change it to 2 small greens. I have no 2 small greens. Oh, shoot. I've screwed up. Okay, we'll see if we can still work this. Because now he's going to put this guy out, again, left side close to the edge. It is nice that his large blue will only sell for base price, which is good. And he doesn't have any other things right now, and he only gets one more turn. Because he's going to hit the market phase right here, I believe. Oh, he's going to get a yellow and good, potentially. Unless he hits another 0. Let's see if he can hit another 0. Come on, 0. Oh, double. Are you kidding me? Yellow, green, yellow, green. That sucks. 2-time. He's going to load both of these. He's going to kick my butt. Left side, closest to the middle. I just made my green one practically worthless. Made his green symbols crazy nice. Oh my gosh. And now his green one. Oh, I think he would have put the green one in first. Yeah, because he's looking at the right side good. So he would have picked the green one. Yellow one would have not played yet. Okay. Which is better for me. Okay, so I've got green goods. Okay, good. Now he does it again, and again will pick the green good. So that's the one on the right. And he's putting it, he can no longer do the left side, so he looks right side, closest to the middle. Okay, that's not as bad, because he did load up our green goods. And we have 3 and he has 2. Okay. Okay, what do we do, guys? What do we do? Because that is the end. Man. He's done. I get no more control blowing boats. I should have paid both time so I can have that. There is another red symbol there, but I can't recruit. Because I only have 1 action left unless I pay time for it. So this, if I go here and stop, then no. All right, so I'm gonna pay the 1 time. I'll pay it red because that's the cheapest. Let's see. No more blues are coming here, but we will send 2 more reds over there. So actually blue is better to spend. Okay. So now this guy's the only one that can move. Now my choices here are, oh yeah, he is going to come all the way over to the next time machine. Nah, doesn't really do much. Because I have to get 2 symbols when I immediately pay them. So is it better? So I'm going to pick blue and green. Is it better to just go in the market phase like I have, and this green will be worthless? Or do I pay both of these and lose 5, 10, oh, that's 11 points to activate my staff, which will remove a corruption, so that's 3, which will then let me switch that green into a red, which would, and then the large green would become 1 green because I can only do that. So it's basically just switching this into a red good, which is 6 points. 6, 9. Lose 11. Nope, it's not worth it. Okay, I'm just going to keep these like they are then and not do the staff. Wow. I might get beat, guys. We might get beat. That was a horrible last action for him. I thought he was done, and he just took all his points. Oh. Switching a large red into 2 small red. Oh, no, I would switch that into a yellow, which is what's technically 8 points. Okay, we're going to do it. Come back and forth. Okay, so I paid 2 times, so this didn't cost anything. Now this guy gets to go here, which technically is the same as if I just did this. Whatever. Okay, activate my staff, remove a corruption card, change a large red into 2 small reds, or the large green and 2 small greens. No, because then, do this first. Okay, so a large red is becoming 2 small reds, and then switching 1 for a different color. So small red is coming to small yellow. Let's do that. Let's see how it works. So that gives me 2 times, 1, 2. And we have reached the end. Let's go ahead and take care of the infected. Oh, wait. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. Whew, okay, we're good. We're good. I almost didn't count the red meeples that were coming in. Oh, that's going to make red symbols so valuable, and he has none, unless he has summon corruption. That's good. Okay. So all those came in there. Now we sell. So his large blue, technically I'm first. Oh, I didn't even get green in that market. Okay. My large green is a waste. His large blue gets him 8. So he's at 46. That's done. All right. Small greens. Again, they're worth 12. I've got 3 of them for 36. I did 3 small greens every round. So that's 59. And I've got a small yellow, which is worth 8. 59 plus 8 is 67. And that is it for my goods. He's got 2 small greens, so that's 24. Puts him at 70. Oh, he's past us. Oh no. And these are each worth 8. That's another 16. 86. I think we might have lost, guys. These green symbols are going to be crazy for him. And that's all his small goods. So we'll go ahead and cure meeples. So I get to cure 7 meeples, which is all of them. I cured 2 of them permanently. And this goes in the bag. Okay. That is the end of the market phase. No, we have sponsorships. So I just have red sponsorship, which is 6. Where am I? 73. He has green and yellow, so he's getting 9. So 95. And now we move into final scoring. Okay, I have the most, well, oh, we gotta show corruption. He has a lot of corruption cards here. Another green. Oh, look at all these. Okay. So I definitely win this, so I'll take that. So I have the most red icons at 4. Let's look at the red. So 6, he has 1 icon, so just 6 points for him. Puts him at 201. He's already better than he's ever done. So it's not just that I did bad, like he has done really, really good. So it won't feel that bad if he wins. He just had an amazing turn. I could still pull off, we'll see. I have 6 red icons. Times 6 is 36 points, so that was good. That puts me at 109, 209. Okay. We'll move into green. I think it's gonna come down to corruption. It might. I'm gonna win because of his corruption. 3 points times all those. Ooh, I'm gonna win. 6. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 36 points. Puts him at 237. I have 1 green icon, so puts me at 215. Blue icons, he has 1. That's 5 more. 42. I have 2, so that's 10, 25. Yellow, he has 1, which is 3. And I have no yellow icons. So it comes down to corruption. I have 2 corruption icons times 3 is 6 points backwards. It's me at 219 is my final score. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 3 is 27. 27 puts him at 18. We won by 1 point! Yes! Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? Wow. Did I do anything wrong? I must have messed it up. Wow. That is crazy. I think we did it. I mean, we didn't lose because there's no adventures in the lair. We cured everybody, guys. We cured the demon pox. And we beat the peddler at it in his own game. Wow. Okay. That was amazing. If you guys hit that like button for that amazing game, that was great. If I did miss anything, please put it in the comments below. Understand that when you're playing a game solo, there's just one set of eyes and it's really easy to mess up things. But hopefully we did everything accurately. If you like that we're playing these new scenarios, definitely subscribe to my channel and we'll play another one. We'll move on probably to the captain next. So you get to see the captain is all about moving a bunch of boats. So we've got like, I don't know what you would compare it to. I don't know. We'll have to watch it and then compare it. So let's go into comments about the Chronomancer. So this is my second time playing the Chronomancer. I did play a 2-player game against my wife, and she played the blacksmith and beat me, which I was really upset about, because I've already played so many games of this game, and her to come in fresh and beat me was tough to swallow. But it does take a little bit of time to learn and understand the Chronomancer, and I didn't even figure out till midway through the game how these boards are set up. That the red and the green ones have less time, less corruption. The yellow and the blue are more time, more corruption because they're worth more. But I don't think it's ever really worth it to have that extra time and corruption because the staff cards allow you to switch colors. And especially because of this game where we really focused on green and red because we had to get red, it worked perfectly with the Chronomancer. I think it would have been a lot harder to win this scenario with a score, with a 218 score by the peddler with either of the other factions that I've played. So I think the Chronomancer was a great one to play with the Demon Pox scenario. And it's definitely a step up as far as planning and you know, counting out exactly how much time. I think I did that a little bit with the Alchemist and Blacksmith, going, oh, I have 3 more time before the end of the round, so I want to do this. But with a Chronomancer, you can actually like, oh, I go 3 time, but if I go here, I have 5 time. You know, so it's almost like the first round, maybe just build up your time tokens and then use those later to like get a ton of extra goods when you have this loaded better. Because of the very first rounds, right? These are all white and they cost a ton, so maybe just skip them and then skip them. So your first 4 actions are just like 6 time getting the tokens, and then you have everything better. That might be a strategy. Yeah, so again, so the producing goods, he was fairly good at producing goods. I would say average. We didn't ever have tons, just overflowing amounts in the window. His ability to adapt to the market, again, fairly average. His staff is based around doing that. It's all centered around adapting to the market. Maybe it was this scenario where he didn't need to change things out too much, or that yeah, maybe the guys that we were using didn't require me to do that much. I don't know. But I think the Chronomancer can be pretty adaptive. With not having any red meeples out here, that also kind of like hampered us. We didn't need to switch things around very much. And then yeah, his difficulty level is a step up above the Alchemist and Blacksmith, I think. It is fun to have 2 little guys, but I don't know. It's more of a gimmick than add to the excitement of it. So cool. That's about all I have to say. I really liked this scenario. It was fun. It changed a lot of strategy. I almost lost at the end because I forgot to like count that the more red meeples were going to come in here. Luckily, we had a perfect amount to cure them all. And the peddler just happened to be too corrupt. That blacksmith's gonna have to come have a talking to him and find out why he had to get so corrupt to sell his goods. But yeah, so we beat him by 1 point. Thanks guys for watching. Turn on that notification bell so you know when we release the next video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.